Yo, how is everyone doing? Welcome to the Roten show. Bless up to everybody. Obviously, I am here. Bless up to everybody. We are obviously here with the co-host, always Bayern Chelsea or Danny. So yeah, bless up, bro. It's good to have you on again. Good to speak to you. Obviously, I know I've been on a little trip. You've been on a little trip, so that's why the shows haven't been coming out. We're not beefing people. We've been doing way too much of that. So yeah, man. But yeah, number one, big up to you, bro. And how you been?
Good, man. It's good to be back here. Good to be talking to you again. Yeah, I'm the Bayern Munich half of Always Bayern Chelsea, so check us out too if you'd like. Yeah, like I said, good to be back. I watched a number of your vlog videos from when you were over in Munich, so I mean that just looked like a total blast, and what an awesome match to be at. 4-0. Let's go.
Yeah, without a doubt. Obviously, everybody that's watching this, if you're watching this after it's been live, you're watching this when this is live, whatever, link to Danny's channel, which obviously he does it with his friend who's a Chelsea fan. Obviously, that's the whole point of the Bayern Chelsea thing. Go, obviously, like I said, link is in the description. I wish YouTube would give me a longer title, so I could put it in there as well. 100 characters is just not enough, but whatever.
Not enough, man.
Where shall we start? Huh? Where do you want to start?
Well, we could just talk about preseason because I've been, I've been overall impressed with Bayern this preseason. 3 for 3, but maybe even more so than just getting wins was all these youngsters getting minutes and really impressing in the minutes that they've gotten too.
No, I agree. I think Carl is obviously the main one out of what you've just said. And just wow, that's all I can really say, and this is what we need. Obviously, when Thomas Tuchel was the coach and we needed to get in a midfielder, we had a bit of an injury crisis in the midfield. He brought in Pavlovic, and at that point as well, you were like, wow. So this is what we need. I'm glad that he can play on the right. I'm glad that, we've got other players that can play different positions to give him the game time. But not just him, Chavez, I thought he was amazing in the last game. Thank you, Ansar. There is also the link.
Thank you.
Yeah. But like him, Kusiarase, all of them have been really good. Even the centre-backs, and I seen as soon as I said centre-backs, I see it's like light in your eyes then. Like even the centre-backs, like we spent quite a lot of money on Upamecano. We spent a lot of money on Kim Min-jae. You know what I mean? Opa's come good now, but over time he hadn't been. You know, we still haven't seen Kim Min-jae at that level that, we want to see him at. Wisdom Mike is in there as well. Like, yeah, man, what are we thinking?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Carl, I mean, that kid is special. Absolutely electric talent, Leonard Carl. And, I knew a little bit about him, watched him, obviously, in the limited minutes that we've seen him so far. And you could tell he's talented. You could tell he's aggressive, confident and all that. But then you see him in these matches, and of course they're just preseason. But I mean, the opponents, I guess, outside of maybe Grasshopper, aren't bad, and these matches didn't exactly feel like preseason, as in nobody's trying. It really felt like, you know, these youngsters especially had a lot to prove, and like I said, the talent that Carl showed, that's what Bayern Munich needs, I feel like, especially with the gaping hole at left wing right now, but just as a winger in general. And yeah, Kusi Asari, I was really pleased with him as well. You know, similar potentially in profile to Nick Voldemade. Now, I think Kusi Asari is still young, has a lot of growing to do, but still pleased with him. The center backs, like you said, yeah, Chavez in the midfield, Kiala, Diber, like all these youngsters who you weren't sure if they'd really be able to play at this level. So far, with the minutes that they've gotten in preseason, really have showed that they can.
Yeah, 1,000. Like, I think it's, you know, obviously Carl scored in both games. Because scored in both games. The goal he scored against Spurs as well. Obviously, I was there, but the goal he scored against Spurs was like crazy. Even watching it back on the replays, because obviously I was away, I was the other side. So we've seen him like hit the ball and it go in, but watching it on the replay, what you guys would have seen from home, like
it was one of those where it just the bend was perfect, the angle was perfect. It looks like the keeper's in the air for 100 years and he still can't get to it. I mean, it was just like absolutely perfect, and from pretty far out too.
Yeah, 100. And it was like scramble in the box, bonk, like
man. Yeah, and yeah, Carl, I mean, yeah, multiple goals, multiple assists, I think too. Like, I mean, yeah, just he's also like a different profile from what Bayern has at the wing right now, I think. Obviously lower center of gravity. You know, I don't want to compare him to Messi, but he's built like Messi, at least. He looks like him kind of with how he plays. And just the kind of the dribbling. I feel like he's more of like what Bayern thought Zaragoza was going to be.
I hear it. Yep. I think, you know, yeah, no, to be fair, you made a good point there. That is a good point. And I can see, you know, the comparison in, you know, in sense. I mean, football terms, obviously. You know, we're not obviously we're talking about football, not looks, but yeah, no, I'm with it. But yeah, like I 100% agree, and I think the youngsters I just can't wait to see more of. You know what I mean? I feel like if obviously none of us, no Bayern fan wanted Jamal Musiala to get injured. Anyone out there that did is backwards. But at the same time, the fact that he has got injured and now Carl is coming through, because I feel like he was going to come through anyway, but I think his game time would have been lessened. You know, if they do push Olise into the 10, which they obviously did, see him out on the right, you know, that would be brilliant. I believe he could play 10 as well. I don't know how good he is at the 10 though. I think he's mainly on the right hand side, but yeah, I just like the fact that the youth are getting a chance and they look good. You know, I don't know if you remember, but like when we had like certain other players, when we had Xerxes, he looked okay, but he wasn't amazing. You know what I mean? You know, even with Paul Vanna, like I think he was good, really good, and he's still got time. He's still super young, but like he didn't, you know, that spark that you can see. Now, again, it's pre-season. You know, I want to see Carl doing this in the league, Champions League, Cup, so on. But yeah, the fact that he's going to be coming up, he's obviously signed a brand new deal. So is Wisdom Mike. Like I'm all for these lads to get the game time. What did you think of? Have we spoke about the Diaz stuff? Because obviously we missed two shows. So when we spoke, was Diaz signed or not?
We talked about him a little bit, but it was like under the context of he was about to be signed, probably going to be signed, but it hadn't quite gone through yet, as far as I remember.
Yeah. What do you think of what you've seen of him?
I think he you know, so far, again, just preseason, he's getting acclimated to the team still. Very good chance creation, but I'd like to see more out of the finishing. I'm willing to give him time, of course. He's so new into the team, but a little bit reminiscent of Zane with missing the finishes, and I don't know, people tear Zane apart, and so I don't want to sound like I'm just ripping Diaz, because he brings energy, he brings, like I said, chance creation, but he's going to need to dial in that finishing, or else fans are definitely going to start to turn on him. But at least he's a threat on that side, and he's commanding the attention of defenders.
Yeah, no, I know where you're coming from. Obviously, we don't want anyone to be compared to him, but I get what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like I think it's his timing. I think that's what it is. I think once he gets his timing going, because he's super rapid, he's very skillful. But there is some of that. You cost 75 million. Now, when you cost 75 million, we expect you to turn up. You know what I mean? I wanted a couple of goals.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I get the expectation, and we should have expectations with Bayern Munich. And when you spend 75 million on a player, you know what I mean? You're expecting them to come in and light the world up. I do think he will. I do think he's going to be good. He better be good. If not, this will be a massive owl. And I think we should blacklist Liverpool ever signing a player from Liverpool ever again.
Yeah, hopefully he's not another Mané. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, other than that, I've liked what I've seen so far of him. I do agree with you though. It needs to be better. I mean, you can't go into a season with a 75 million signing and be like, if he flops. But look at Rashford, for instance. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's cooking with Barca right now. Now, don't get it twisted. Barca's system and so on seems to be that they needed that left-hand side. They already had Jamal. They already had Rafinha, Lewandowski, the midfielders, defenders, so on. But, we definitely need him to cook. So I am with you. I am with you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hansi Flick. So I think Hansi Flick can really, if there's anybody that can turn a player like Rashford around, it's a guy like Hansi Flick. So, I think he might be cooking up something at Barca. We'll see.
Yeah, no, hopefully not, but I do agree.
Hopefully not.
In the sense of Flick is one of those one of those managers, that can get the players playing. We've seen that. So yeah, hopefully not. But what have you made of this whole Woltemade fucking? It's so annoying. I did a stream on it earlier. So we put in another bid, and they've rejected it again. What's your?
Yeah, I'm pissed at Stuttgart right now. I want to humiliate them on Saturday. I want to steamroll them. And I fired off a tweet today, all caps, gloves off. Pretty pissed about it. Yeah. And for one, I can semi see their stance on this whole thing, but to not even meet with a team who, for one, the player wants to go to them, so you're not adhering to the player's wishes at all, but to not even meet with Bayern for a 60 million euro offer, to me, is crazy. Woltemade is, I was looking at Transfermarkt. His market value is 30 mil. That's not Bible, but it's a good enough ballpark, I think, for these kinds of discussions. And I mean, it's just like, to me, it's insane. Like, to not even meet, for an offer that's double what his market value is listed as, when the player wants to leave and wants to go to the club. It seems like it's so disrespectful to the player. And it's just, it pisses me off, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to smash them.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I agree fully. Bless up to you. Fully want to smash them, because it's like, and if he does score, if some way he does play and does score, I hope it would be lovely to see him do the I'm not going to celebrate, because then that would also indicate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I really don't know if he's going to play or not. Like, it would almost be foolish for them not to play him, but that's got to be weird for him if he plays. Yeah. No, Jim, I'm not getting a Stuttgart jersey no matter what. I see you in the comments there. Not getting it. Not getting it.
Big up. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Jim, I also saw that comment about Tell, so careful. Careful with what you say about Tell. I loved him, and it was sad to see him go, but obviously understood it. But just he has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, he got a great reception when
Yeah.
he went back to thingy. So, um, that was good to see. But yeah, that whole bid in itself, like obviously we don't need to stay on it for too long. There's already a stream out there. But obviously I want to get your views on it, of course. It's dumb. It makes no sense. Like we've gone over the record price now. The record price would have been 55 million.
Yep.
We've now gone 65. Basically, it's not 65, but it's 60 plus 5 because of the add-ons. Then a salon clause as well. Like I generally believe if we put in 75, I think they'd want 100.
Yeah, I mean it's messed up because as far as I know, they got him for free, and Enzo Malo, I don't know if that's how you say his name, Malot, but I think the T is probably silent. Went to Saudi for 28 or something under his market value, which was listed at 35. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just at some point you have to step to the table, you have to talk at the very least out of respect for your player. And it's just they're doing him dirty, He's a young kid who wants to develop and take the next step in his career, and I get that he's under contract, but these kind of things happen in football all the time. And like, it's a gamble for Bayern either way. They're paying a lot of money for a kid who obviously they're hoping to develop into becoming the next Harry Kane or the successor to Harry Kane once Kane inevitably, in my opinion, goes back to England. But he could potentially not turn out. I mean, he had basically half of a season that was really, really top, really good. And if he doesn't replicate that, he could just flame out like any number of these youngsters who doesn't make it. And he could even just be a good player but not a great player, and that's still a gamble, and that's still a lot of money to pay for a good not great player.
Yeah, and that was my whole stance when we put in the bid previous to the one we just did.
Yeah,
like, it's a Bundesliga record. If he fails, they're not getting that Bundesliga record. That without a doubt halves, if not more, because cool, he's under contract. You have to stay with the contract, so on and so forth. But like the way I see it is like before he got his 12 goals that he got this season, just gone, he had 2.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you're not selling a player for 55 million that has 2 goals. You're just not. So no, I agree with you. I think it's stupid. It makes no sense. Again, I would love nothing more than for them to get relegated. If I'm being 100%. And I know it's one of those situations where it's like, oh, Bayern fans are salty, but it's not even that. It's like we are actually like. I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for you, but like as a Bayern fan, I will always call out the board if they do something wrong.
Yeah, me too.
Sure you're the same. Yeah, there we go. But like, we can't even call the board out for this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean it's a fair offer, and it's like, if at the very least, negotiate in good faith. If you have a player who wants to go to one team and he's on another team, negotiate in good faith. Don't accept a super low offer just because he wants to go, but also you have to step up to the table and you have to at least talk. When the number is this much above his value, you have to talk and you have to negotiate in good faith, in my mind, just to adhere to the player's wishes.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you're right. He wants to come to Bayern. You know what I mean? And like, again, it makes no sense why you wouldn't do what the player wants you to do. Like, again, I understand and I get it from their perspective. Obviously, I don't agree with it because I'm a Bayern fan, but like, we have taken a lot of players from the league before. You know what I mean? And made them superstars and so on. But at the same time, like, when Man United did it back in 2000s and so on and so forth, no one was talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like all the top teams essentially do that. I mean, Real Madrid gets a lot of La Liga players.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just trying to think about Chelsea's window, obviously. I mean, they have Delop they took João Pedro,
Look at the
Pedro
Man United.
Neto.
Yep,
Yeah.
look at the Man United window as well. Man United.
Oh, yeah. Number of guys.
Bremo, they got Cunha. You know what I mean? They're all players from the league, and Dortmund do it. You know what I mean? Like Dortmund do it. I think Dortmund do it the most out of the whole league as well, which is no one speaks about.
I think the last couple of years Bayern hasn't been that team that just sucks up all the talent in Germany. Historically, yeah, probably, but not the last couple of years. And again, it's like you see it all around the world, and you can be mad about it if you want, but that's just how football works. There's a number of teams who, historically have been successful, and now that's like compounded by the way that money is divided, prize money is divided, TV rights are divided. If you're looking at like England, for example, and it just it makes these historically successful teams stay at the top, but it also just makes them attractive for players. It makes players want to go to these teams. Players in Germany, people, Germans especially who grow up in Germany, are going to want to go to Bayern and going to want to compete for Champions Leagues and just all the best trophies in the world with Bayern. That's how it is,
Yeah, and like, let's see what happens. I just hope no other club comes in for him, and then he sways because he wants out of Stuttgart. Like we see, kind of different, but we see what's happening with Alexander Isak. Obviously, Liverpool are putting in some good money as well. Obviously, Newcastle don't have to sell. They're in a totally different thing to Stuttgart. Obviously, we've got 50+1. They've got Saudi representatives, so on and so forth, like ownership, whatever. But like, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see if he does go on strike. If he because he is still training.
Yeah.
I seen a photo of him on Twitter the other day, and he's like, he's signing a fan's thing, but he don't look happy.
Yeah, I saw that too. He looked pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he's still being professional in that sense, but even his agent coming out and saying like,
oh, I loved it. His agent, was hammering down. I loved it, and his agent, professionally worded and everything. But if you want to read between the lines, you can tell he's just it's a middle finger to Stuttgart.
Basically. Which would make sense because at the end of the day, like,
that agent is losing out on a lot of money. Think about the agent fees he's missing out on if this deal doesn't go through.
Yeah, 1,000, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. Put it that way. You know what I mean? Like, we generally could spend the whole episode on it. We're not going to, but we could, because it just is that thing of what happens with this, so on. But yeah, like I said, it is dumb. You are right, it is dumb. Let's speak about Palhinha though. Obviously, Palhinha is gone, loan deal, which is so stupid in my opinion. Don't know why we have loaned him. Like I just don't understand it.
Would you rather just have a straight sale?
Yeah, because they have. It's not even an obligation. They have a
option.
An option.
Yeah.
So we basically said, "Hey, mate, here's my rubber. You can use in school. If you want to keep it, you can. But if you want to give it back, you can." Like, he has no future at Bayern Munich. He doesn't.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially under company, no future at all at Bayern.
Exactly. Like, and again, if he does amazing with an obligation, obviously that's a set price that you negotiate before the loan deal gets done. So fair enough in that sense. They would have to negotiate again with us, but we can't sell players. Look what we just sold Koeman for, which we'll get onto in a second. You know what I mean? We can't sell any players. Like, I know that youth is on the side of Darwin Núñez, but look at what Koeman has done in his career. I don't care if Darwin Núñez is 26 or not. You know what I mean? Like, how old is Koeman? Koeman he's only 29. He's only 3 years older.
Yeah,
he's done
29.
everything else. You know what I mean? So it's like,
and I think he has 27 trophies too. I was looking it up the other day because it's like, yeah, I mean, the guy wins something every single year, and yeah, I mean, I guess sticking on Polina first, yeah, I think he has no future at Bayern under Vincent Kompany. I just think he is not good enough on the ball for what Bayern needs. What Bayern needs in this system, I should say, out of a midfielder, you need somebody who's going to be better on the ball. And, I don't know if he lost a step or two. I don't know if he just had a hard time adjusting to maybe the pace or the press of the Bundesliga, but it seemed like he just was like a step or two behind. And when you play the way that Polina plays, a step or two is the difference between a perfect challenge or a yellow card. And so, to me, it's like, plus with Bayern's overcrowded midfield, I just don't see him getting much time at all. Obviously dealt with some injuries last year, so I'll give him that. And seems like he has a great attitude, so I'm not coming at the guy personally, but I don't think he's gonna ever work on Bayern under Vincent Kompany. And I don't know what you thought about him in the preseason match you went to, but I thought he was pretty poor in that one. I didn't watch the cup match today against PSG. Heard he did a little bit better. I was looking up his stats. It sounded like he was, good at tackling, but maybe lower passing percentage, not great on the ball. Again, just what you would expect out of him, right? Like a solid defender, defensive-minded player, but not somebody who's going to be good on the ball. So, what did you think of seeing him against Bayern? Because I thought he was pretty bad that game.
Yeah, no, he was trash.
Yeah,
it kind of made for you're like, okay, now I understand why they got rid of him. But we already knew he was going to go anyway. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I didn't watch the game today because I rarely watch other games. I watch them if it's like a big game of like Liverpool are amazing or PSG and then they clash. Maybe I'll watch it, but I'm just a Bayern fan, to be honest with you. Like I'll only care about Bayern. You know what I mean? Like especially with like the anxiety I got going to the stadium. Like I was so nervous we were going to lose, and we were going against Tottenham. You know what I mean? Like the nerves in that sense. Like I only care about Bayern. You know what I mean? And I get it when we play on thingy as well, and that's why I think I get so annoyed when we do lose. Obviously, that's just the name of the game. Of course, you can't win everything, but so no, I didn't watch that, so I don't know too much about that. But in the game we are on about, I think he was okay. I don't think he was amazing. I think he is going to do good under Frank. As soon as again he's been in a company system. He's been getting barely any minutes. He's going to have to get run outs in games. Maybe he starts turning it on mid-season for them, which obviously Spurs fans won't like. But at the end of the day, this, it's like a track runner, not running track.
Yeah, I think he'll be better in the Premier League just because I think the style, and under Frank too, I think that system will suit him better. I hope he does so well that they trigger that option and they buy him, honestly.
I'm with it. You know what I mean? Again, like, I don't think we should have gone for it. At the time, I did, because I thought he would, come in, play, do good, so on.
I did too. I thought he was going to be great with just essentially dropping back and providing cover for the defensive line, which I figured was going to be aggressive under Kompany. Thought he was going to be great, and that's like one of that and Tell probably are my two biggest whiffs at trying to make a prediction.
Yeah. So yeah, like just to think that we could have got Yao Nevers.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, like that just makes me mad even more, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
Like, what is your stance on Herbal?
So I guess I'm kind of torn in a way. Number one, I'll say I mentioned earlier, huge fan of Hansi Flick. I always joke with Jim about it. I saw his daddy Flick comment in the stream, but so right off the bat, I wanted Flick to come back to Bayern. All right, so I'll frame this thought with that. Okay, I wanted Flick to come back, and it sounded like the supervisory board was for it. It sounded like Flick was for it, and then it sounded like Eberl was the one who axed that, wanted to go his own way. So starting off on a bad foot for me in that mindset of things, but I think he's done okay. Hasn't made all the moves I would want him to make. I think that, to be fair to him, he is tasked with almost an impossible task, which is reduce the costs or reduce the wage structure, basically, and also make the team better. And I think, with Coman, Polini, all these moves that we're talking about, Muller, Zane, he is reducing the wage structure, but is the team getting better? I don't know if it is. I think it's, if it gets better, I think it's because company will be growing and players will be adjusting to his system. I don't think the team is better, like player for player, necessarily than last year. So not making all the moves I would want him to make. Started off on the wrong foot by not bringing back Flick, but also tasked with a very hard, pretty much impossible task in this day of age.
Yeah. No. Like, I think for me, in my personal opinion, obviously that's why I asked you the question, because obviously we are two different people with two different opinions, of course. I just think he needs to go. I think the only good thing he has ever done in his Bayern Munich career, as a board member, is Olise. Now don't get it twisted. I don't think at times the supervisory board have helped. There's been certain things that he wants to get players in and they've said no to. But like the Alphonso Davies contract took way too long. Jamal Musiala's contract took too long.
Kimmich took a long
Same
time.
with Kimmich.
Yeah.
Why has Upper not been done yet? I'm hearing rumblings that it's done now. I think that's why he's being linked to Man United. But like, he just takes too long on these deals. And I don't like the fact that the Bayern board, not the supervisory board, the Bayern board, every single time in media lie about things. Like,
oh yeah,
they were talking about Kingsley Coman being ill. That's why he wasn't there. Like,
yeah. He's sick of playing for Bayern. Maybe that's the only illness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do feel you there, and I will say I think his future is completely tied to Diaz, unless he makes more moves in this transfer window. But right now, I think if Diaz fails, I think he's gone. If Diaz is a success, I think he might have a little bit longer of a grace period. That's just what I think the old heads are gonna be thinking.
Yeah. Again, I can't agree anymore. Like, I feel like all three of them need to go, though, if I'm being honest. Like, he is the figurehead when it comes to that. I know Driesen's not going to go because he's going to replace the guy that's just left.
Yeah.
But, like, they're all just donkeys, to put it in a nicer way without cursing them out.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. That's the one thing. And there's no vision, I don't think, at Bayern. There's just reports every day that contradict each other. People say things publicly that contradict what the other board members have said. And at some point it's got to get figured out. I do think, mad respect to Uli Hoeneß for what he's done for the club, for building the club to what it is today.
Yeah.
I think he's potentially caused more harm than good in the last couple of years with what he's said. I don't know if the world has passed him by, the footballing world, the business world has passed him by, maybe. But I mean, from just a number of things, from publicly going after Tuchel right before the Champions League semifinal, to all the Florian Wirtz transfer that he was at the head of for years and years and years and years. And I mean, right now I think he has egg on his face more than anything. And again, all respect to him for building up the club into what it is today, truthfully. But there comes a time where things pass you by and it's time to pass the torch.
No, I agree. I can't agree with you anymore. Like, again, you're right. He is the reason we got to where we got to after his injury. You know what I mean? Because obviously he was a great player for us, got injured, and then obviously, had to retire early and so on. But like for me, I do agree. Like, I feel like the main thing has to be the Toni Kroos thing.
Yeah.
Not wanting to give him the money.
That's one of the worst decisions in Bayern history, I think.
Yeah. I would agree. Which, it's dumb. That in itself makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like arguably one of the greatest midfielders of all time. I hate him, by the way. I can't stand Toni Kroos. I think he's a prick. But like as a person, I think morals and everything is mad. But at the same time, like, you have to understand it. Bless up, Gia. But Max Eberl for me, I think he's a donkey. I also do think he's going to be replaced very soon. I think the fact that we've been rejected by everybody, the fact that we were getting rejected by coaches itself,
doesn't look good.
No, like Ralf Rangnick would rather stay at the Austrian national team than come to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I mean, for Bayern Munich to be rejected by 6, 7, 8 coaches, depending on what you believe, what reports you believe, that's like unprecedented, and it is embarrassing. It certainly is embarrassing for a club like Bayern Munich, taking a public image hit at the very least.
Yep, and it's. I don't really have many words if I'm being honest with you. Like, it's just, you're right though. It's dumb, and it just makes no sense. You know what I mean? How can you not get these deals done or understand when, like, cool, if the supervisory board or whatever don't think this is good enough, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But why is there not another option? Like, it baffles me, and I keep going over it in my head all the time. Like, not necessarily with Wirtz, but why was there not a backup to Wirtz?
That's my thing too. I mean, it seems like no vision. It seems like they all thought that Wirtz was a done deal. I mean, I think even how they treated Thomas Muller, to me, was an indication that they thought that the Wirtz deal was done and dusted. It is insane.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like, they were like, yeah, okay, we're not going to re-sign you because, we're going to replace you with someone that's going to be you, which obviously no one's ever going to be him. But, to be fair, this isn't fact or anything, so don't take it literally. But it wouldn't surprise me if that guy would have gone and got the freaking 25 shot. You know what I mean? They're that dumb. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Bless up, bro. How are you?
Yeah. What's up, Hoodrat 19?
But yeah, other than that, it's dumb. What do you think of number one? This is kind of a two-bit question. What do you think of Nkunku? And then, do you want him? And then, what do you think of Inter coming in for him? Obviously, the whole Lookman. The reason why, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Nkunku fan. Okay. I don't see him contributing to Bayern long term. I think, could he come in and potentially play the 10 while Musiala is injured and do fine? Yeah, I think so. But I don't see him as a left winger in Kompany's system at all. So when Musiala is healthy, Musiala is a lock to play the 10. Kane is a lock to play the 9. Olise is a lock to play right wing. That's 3 out of your 4 attackers 99% of the time when they're healthy. And you got Diaz now. You paid 75 mil for him. He's not going to sit either. And it doesn't seem like, to me, it doesn't seem like Nkunku profiles as a left winger in the Bayern system. So if it comes down to it, and we, are out on Woltemade, we're, out on Xavi Simons or whoever else, and there's no other options left, sure, pick him up. He'll be cheap, and he'll be versatile enough for the beginning of the season while Bayern has some injured players. But I don't see him like working out long term contributing to Bayern. I definitely don't see him pushing Bayern up into that upper echelon of top teams in Europe. And really, that's what I'm looking for in the transfer market. That's what I'm looking for, because I think Bayern's going to win the Bundesliga. They should win the Pokal, as we've seen the last couple of years. That could be a shit show. Who knows what's going to happen in the Pokal? But they should. They're the most talented team with or without Nkunku. And so, does he make us have a deep Champions League run? I don't think so. So, I know Ibral likes him, but I definitely don't like him as much as Ibral does. He's lower on my list. If we get him, I'm not going to complain. I'll support him, but he's just lower on my list.
Yeah, I think for squad depth, yes. Other than
Agreed.
that, no. That would be where I would go with it, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it's peak. I don't know if we get anybody else. Obviously, they're trying. That's why we've gone in with another bid for Vadamada. But other than that, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think if Coman goes, and maybe I should say when, because it really does seem like it's a done deal, although who knows really now. If/when Coman goes, I think Bayern should sign potentially somebody like Malik Fofana, to try to back up Coman, or I guess replace Coman. Again, like, you have these youngsters now who are potentially blossoming into guys who could fill that type of a role. But I guess the other thing too, and I'm thinking about this when thinking about Nkunku, is Paul Vonner. Like, do you just loan him out? Because if he's sticking around, what would be the point in keeping him if you're going to get another guy to play the 10?
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that as well. We've got a donation here. Bless up, bro. Thank you so much. You really
Detroit Rock City.
So thank you so much, bro, for the super sticker. Big up to you, mate.
And, hey, I'm from Milwaukee, so that's real close to Detroit. Been there a handful of times.
There we go, man. There we go. What's it like there?
I really liked it. Some parts of the city are maybe a little bit more run down, but I really like the downtown area, and there's some surrounding areas that are like, they're not suburbs, but they're like butted up against the city, not downtown, that are super nice. So yeah, pretty trendy. Found Sound, a good record store. I got a Found Sound sticker on my cup, which isn't in the room, but
man said, wait, your sponsor is Visit Detroit. Wait, what?
Visit Detroit, huh?
That's peak. I am still here. That's a bit crazy. But yeah, no, for fun, I'm with as well, and I think, that's another player we can, we could go in for.
Yeah, and he's not going to push you over the line, but if Coman leaves, like, why not take a swing on a guy like that?
Yeah. Like, what do you think about Noussair, the one from Leipzig?
Leipzig, it's hard for me to really get behind a lot of guys on Leipzig, just because it's tough for me to evaluate them, because I feel like Leipzig is a team where guys constantly come and go, and some of them turn out great. But it's like, it's got to be so hard to find any sort of chemistry on a team like that. But like, again, if you have some departures, I'm totally open for taking a swing on some guys like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about Coman leaving in general?
I think, yes, good that he's leaving. I feel like it was about time he left. He hasn't been what we have needed him to be for a while.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to that, I'm for it. But at the same time, like, the money that he's gone for is a joke. Like,
yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I think his time at Bayern has come and gone. Again, respect for the Champions League winning goal, respect for all the trophies he was a part of. but I think his time has come and gone. I'm okay with him leaving. I think it's kind of a natural point for him to leave. Again, I'd like to see a signing if he does leave, or just maybe the youngsters get some more minutes. And I was hoping for 40 million at least. I think the 30 is too low. I mean, it's the team that played 50 for João Felix, and he's nowhere near the player that Coman is in terms of what Coman's career has been. And so obviously I think it's the other thing though is it's good to get Coman's salary off the books. Coman has a huge salary. Good to get that off the books. So I think that's why the transfer fee is lower. And the rumored salary for Coman I think was like 20 to 25 net, which is absolutely bonkers, like no taxes there. So that's like I think essentially double his salary at Bayern, which is what, like 17 gross or something. So getting the salary off the books would be nice. I think it's time for him to go. Would like another signing to be made and would like the transfer fee to be 40 at least. And I see a comment coming in saying Eze is available. Yes. I'm a big fan of Eze all transfer window. I've been begging Bayern to go after Eze, but have not seen any rumors about that. So I'd love it.
I think he is on our list, whatever that list is.
Yeah, 20 players long.
Yeah, like a kid's list at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on the list, but at the same time, like we literally could do the same thing with Elise. Spurs, and obviously Spurs didn't get Gibbs White. Obviously Arsenal were trying to get Eze in. Both clubs being London clubs, both clubs being Premier League clubs. Like, was he on the reject? Yeah, maybe.
I love him, man. He's a great scorer.
Yeah.
He's good at assists. Great chemistry with Elise already. Crystal Palace connection. I just think he's a baller, and I think he would work great at Bayern.
I agree, and I think the fact that he could play on the left as well would put some depth on the left. Depth into the 10 spot. Obviously, it doesn't matter where Jamal plays, he's taking whoever is out of the squad. We all know this. Like, no one's going to say otherwise. And if you do, you generally just don't know what you're going on about.
100%. So, yeah, Saudi's trying to get Ronaldo a trophy. That's for sure.
I hope they win. I really do. I really do. I hope he actually wins one. I think that'd be cool to see. You know what I mean? Because they're trying so hard to push Messi into doing this. Like, they were in the Club World Cup and they never should have been in there.
Oh yeah.
You'll know this as an American yourself. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that was just total PR play just to get Messi in there. But yeah, I think Ronaldo deserves a trophy. Another fan of Eze. Let's go, Hood Rat 19.
No, big up to him. Yeah, bring him in. I'm with it. I think he's a good player. I think he could really, really help us again, like you've already said. Imagine this as well. Let's say Diaz doesn't play for some reason. Let's not say that he's injured, because we don't want that to happen. But let's just say that Eze plays on the left, or let's say at the 10. Carl on the right, Kane up top. You know what I mean? Like,
that would be nice. That would be nice. And that's the thing with this whole Bayern squad right now is depth. Like, our starting 11 is good, but when has our starting 11 ever been healthy in the crunch time of the season? We're one or two injuries away from being right back to where we were last year, which was, again, injuries are not going to happen. We're going to have a perfectly healthy season. Everybody's going to make it throughout the whole year. Company's going to rotate effectively. But if somebody gets, I don't know, if somebody's car doesn't start in the morning, what are we going to do? I mean, our depth right now is pretty laughable.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Like, I don't have any words to.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to Max Abel not being able to sign players.
Yeah. Here's a question for you, because have not heard anything about this, but I've just been starting to kind of think about it a little bit as a Bayern fan. Um, what do you think right now about Pavlovic? And again, you got me thinking about this. We're talking about injuries. Like, he's had these weird injuries and illnesses, and I'm like nowhere near writing him off. I love the kid. I think he's going to be great. But I'm starting to get like a little bit just like concerned, maybe. Like, I don't know. Why is he sick or breaking his eye socket every week? It seems kind of weird. I haven't heard anybody say anything or talk about it at all.
Yeah, no, I do understand where you're coming from. You know, like it is a bit weird. Because it's not like we've necessarily seen him be stretched off. You know what I mean? It seems like everything is behind the scenes with him. So I'm not really too sure what to say, but I do understand what you're saying. Yeah, for me, obviously, I want Kimmich gone. Obviously, he's not going to go because he's just signed a brand new deal, of course. So he's going to stay, and he is the figure point in company system.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to have to deal with that. But if he's going to stay, again, this is going to sound so boring. It's me putting the record player on over and over again. He needs to play right back because I think, bringing in somebody in next to Goretzka will flourish Goretzka. Like, I know for a while that people don't like Goretzka, and that's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
I hated Sane. I still do hate Sane. I can't stand him. I think he's a crap baller. But at the same time, like, Goretzka plays really good when he's next to a DM. And I would have loved to see Goretzka and Polinia for a good amount of games. You know what I mean? Because he's a box crasher. You know? He's an 8. So.
Yeah. I'm definitely not as much of a Goretzka hater as it seems like everybody is, but he's not my favorite player. I think he's like a decent box to box guy. But again, like you said, maybe this would all change if his partner is different. Sorry, I'm just looking at all these comments coming in here because do you trust Urbig if Neuer gets injured? I trust Urbig enough for the Bundesliga, but I don't think we're winning a Champions League with him. I'm a big fan of Urbig's potential, but he's young on this team, and he just needs to grow into that. And again, I trust him in the Bundesliga, but I don't think he would be enough right now, as raw and as young as he is, to like win a Champions League. But I do really like him, and I like Urbig more than any of these other keepers we've brought in. I think I might trust Urbig more than I trust Nubel, to be honest. Or like Peretz. I trust Urbig to become the next.
I'm with you. Eventually. I'm glad that you read that comment out because I was going to ask you this question. So, would you, just your opinion? Obviously, the people in the comments can get involved. Obviously.
Please.
Would you try to go for Donnarumma or not?
No, I wouldn't. I honestly might be a little bit emotional. I might just be scarred still from what he did to Musiala, and I don't think he was purposely trying to injure him, but it was a reckless play, and I'll die on that hill if I have to. I think he's a great shot stopper. I don't know if he is what Bayern needs in a keeper. I don't know how great he is with the ball on his feet, which is something that Urbig has shown he can do, or at least is willing to do. So I don't think he's the kind of keeper Bayern needs. I think he's a great keeper, great shot stopper for sure. But I want to see what Urbig can be. Like I said, I've really been impressed with Urbig's confidence and just everything he's shown so far. Again, rookie mistakes. He has rookie mistakes. But if he can grow and flush out those mistakes, I think he's got a great shot.
Yeah, I think, that goal that he conceded the other day against the Grasshopper, like, for me, there is definitely, bless up, AK, there is definitely room for improvement. I think that's with everyone, of course, but I don't like the fact that Sacha Boey's crap.
I put that goal on Sacha Boey for sure.
Yeah, like, you have to stop that cross. You can't let that cross come in. I've seen it. I've just seen enough of him. I need him gone. But it doesn't look like we've got a right back in there. Like Conrad Lima, is he really gonna be our out and out left back, right back? I don't see it personally.
Yeah, I think Company loves him. I think Company really does love him at right back. I think as a pure right back, I think Stanisic is probably our best option. I think we should sell Boy. I don't think he's ever going to be up to Bayern level quality. Obviously Kimmich too. I guess I wasn't even considering Kimmich in that conversation. Kimmich would be our best right back, but I think Stanisic could get there as well. Company loves Limer though. I think he's gonna keep playing him at right back. I can see it. He has a great link up with Olise. He's really aggressive. He just has that edge to him that not a whole lot of players do. But his positioning at right back isn't great, and that's going to lead to a goal with the way that the line is, how high the line is, the way the Company system is.
And
it's going to lead to a goal sometimes.
Look at what Gittins did to him.
Oh yeah, cooked,
destroyed him.
Yeah,
and then went on and scored. So
yeah.
Why don't we go and get? I don't disagree with you, but I think because he's a right wing back, I think that's why we don't get Dumfries. So Stanny, but that's the thing though. Like you've made a good point, Hoodrat, and so did Danny here. But like, why are we not playing Stanisic as an out-and-out right back then?
I think it's just because Company loves Limer. Because I wonder that too. I think Stanisic, that's his best position is right back. Maybe he's right. Davies is hurt. Ito is hurt, so he's covering for left back at the moment. I don't think Guerrero can play left back anymore. Guerrero's another guy who I would sell if it was up to me. I would sell Guerrero at this point. He's fine to keep around for depth, but I don't see him playing a starting role on this team at all.
No, me neither.
The wing back. Yeah, that's the reason why we don't get Dumfries.
Yeah, I think he's dreadful.
There's Detroit Rock City is asking about Stiller. I know you love Stiller, so all the praise there.
Yeah, Stiller. Bro, they're not gonna get they're not even letting one of their youngsters go for freaking a Bundesliga record. Like we would probably have to pay 150 million for Stiller, if not more.
Yeah.
And it's funny as well because of the clause that's in Stiller's contract. There was a piece a couple months ago that was actually saying that if Stuttgart were to pay Stiller 3 to 4 million, that release clause disappears, and then they can sell him for whatever they want.
Did not know that. That's interesting.
So, yeah, they only have to give him a couple of million, and then they can sell him for whatever they want. But yeah, I think this whole Woltemade deal has destroyed our relationship with them, but especially in my eyes.
How about we terminate Nubel's loan one day before the Super Cup, so they have no keeper?
Yeah, to be fair, I would do that. I honestly would do that because Nubel, he's not got a future at Bayern anyway.
No.
I don't think he had a future at Bayern ever since he said the comments about that he wants to replace Neuer.
Yeah, I don't see it. And Nubel's what, upper 20s, maybe 28 or something now? Yes. He's getting to keepers obviously are older, but he's getting to that age now where I think I would have needed to see something last season before. Nubel makes too many mistakes for me personally. I don't see him.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. AK says who's the new guest, Liam? He's got good footy knowledge. Danny, bro, if I get rid of this, you can see the channel. That is his channel. He does it with his friend Jim. So Jim is the Chelsea fan, he's the Bayern fan, and that's why it's called Always Bayern Chelsea.
Thank you for that comment, man. Too, we did just put out our season prediction, season preview kind of video, which I think is a good one. So check it out if you want to see how I think the season's going to go.
100, and the link is in the description as well. And it's in the chat at some point. I know one of the mods put it in there. Can't you put Nubble in the Woltemade deal? I seen somewhere saying that we might put Paul Vanner in there as well.
Yeah, I did see that. Like a loan, put Vanner in there as a loan, which I guess I would be fine with. I mean, I really do want Woltemade. I think it's a gamble, but I think you identified this young talent, go out and get him. I don't want to pay the crazy fees that Stuttgart is asking for, but I think maybe I'm scarred by Florian Wirtz, but I don't want to have that situation again where, another team develops this guy that Bayern likes and then eventually he just goes somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Good point. Very good point. It's going to be peak if he does, though, to be fair. Don't understand why we sold Ezanu. Should have been Guerrero. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I think, Guerrero could still work. I actually think he could work in a Saudi system. I know that the way that the Saudi league works is you're only allowed a certain amount of foreigners, but that or Syria, he's a wing back, realistically. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, Ezanu wanted to go because they weren't giving him game time, which I fully understand. At the end of the day, he's best friends with Yamal. I can't stand Yamal, but he is best friends with Yamal, and if he sees, his friends playing, he's going to want to play football himself, isn't he? So, the way we've handled that is peak. Big up, man. Big up. How are you, bro? I went on a mate a while back. Solid player. Yeah, 100, bro. 6'6", can play cam, play striker, great hold up play, great striker of the ball, header of the ball.
Yeah, and like, to be honest, if we don't get him this summer, we're going to be in a situation next summer, potentially, if Kane goes, which I think Kane is going to go back to England most likely next summer. I think he will, try to go next summer so Bayern can get some money for him. I think he's a stand-up guy in that way, where I don't think he's just going to like ride out his contract and then leave for free. I think he really is going to try to help out Bayern in that way. So probably next summer. But my point is, we're going to end up in a situation next summer where we're going to have to pay over 100 mil probably for a striker. We're going to be desperate for a striker if Kane goes. Again, Kusiasari looking good in preseason, but is he going to develop into Harry Kane in 1 year? No. So, it's so tough with Woltemade. Again, like you said, I love his profile. I think he would work out great at Bayern. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm just a Bayern fan, but the Always Bayern Chelsea show is with my best friend, Jim, who is a Chelsea fan. So if you want to hear about Chelsea or EPL, we got you covered too. I usually timestamp my videos. So if you only want to hear about Bayern, totally understand. Check out the timestamps.
Yeah. He's not that good in your opinion. That's fair. You know what I mean? He's only had really one good season.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a terrible,
He's got the potential. That's what I see. Yeah.
No, I agree. I think that is what you're paying for. But at the same time, you're not paying 75 million for it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're just not. So
no, the market is messed up right now, though. I will say, I'm looking at all these deals going down in England, and it's like, wow, crazy. Thanks, man. Thanks for checking us out.
Yeah, no.
AK4 Pete.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's not a bad guy.
Awesome.
So yeah, man, we got rid of all of the bad ones. Woltemade would be, yeah, he would be great to have. He would. That good point. Very good point. The way Edin Dzeko used to use his body. Pause. That sounded mad. In the game, I can see that. You know what I mean? And I feel like he is going to be a false nine type of player.
Yeah, honestly, again, not there yet, but Kusiasari reminded me of Woltemade in preseason. Just his build. I mean, have you seen him standing next to Neuer? He's taller than Neuer, and Neuer's a giant. So, but like lanky, kind of skinny,
Yeah.
uses the ball well at his feet. Again, he's so young. He needs to develop. He needs to get smarter, stronger, all those things. But happy with what I saw from him.
And again, I feel like he, in the most respectful way, is the BFG.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
So that's personally how I would see it. But yeah, what's to say? Yeah, man, if you can get him now, why not? Juventus out here begging for pennies to make a purchase. Yeah, but that's just Juventus, though, isn't it? Bless up to you, though, bro. Bless up to you. But the other guy's a fraud, bro. Juve corner cast. No, he's not really a fraud. We're close, and I like to banter him. I don't think it's that good. We need to get Fofana and use the youth. Okay, but he would be the youth, though, John.
Yeah, he's 23, I think.
Yeah, he is. He is young. But I still get your point. What's this? Levy is an egghead. Okay, fair enough. He's not willing to cough up the money for Sadio.
Yeah. Hey, that was a bottle job today. Spurs lost at the death in, I think, 2 stoppage time goals. Crazy.
Like one centre back used to say, it's the history of the Tottenham. So,
Spurs are going to Spurs for sure.
Yeah, I'm 100% with it. So, it is weird though. Like, I don't really understand if the Koeman deal's done. Like, I know we've spoken about him and everything, but it doesn't seem like it's like fully done.
I think, and again, this is just based off reporting, so believe what you want to believe, but I think Eberl agreed to the $30 million fee, but then the supervisory board swooped in and was like, no, that's not enough. So it sounded like the deal was done and now it's not, but also like Eberl is the director of sport or whatever. He's the current man in charge. So I don't understand how he can agree to a deal and then have like figurehead people who don't have technical power at the club strike it down. Weird. Really weird. Yeah, that miss by Tell. I don't want to talk about it because I have love in my heart for Tell. But man, oh man, he might never turn out to be what I thought he was going to be.
Yeah, maybe we bought him a little bit too early. Maybe,
yeah.
But
Maddie, what kit should you get? I'm leaning towards getting a third kit Neuer keeper kit, the red one with the white collar. I think that one is.
Have you seen the pink kit?
No.
It reminds me of the Inter Miami kit. I don't know if I should buy it or not. I'll show you it. Give me a second. I'll find the photograph of it. I was on the Bayern store today. Not that I should spend any more money. I've actually got a video where we spent loads of cash when I was in Germany. Which, to be fair, I'm actually surprised I'm alive. I thought the missus was going to kill me, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I'll show you it. Bear with me.
Yeah, but wait for the Oktoberfest kit. That might be a sleeper. Those are really good.
Let me show you this one. Look at this kit.
Whoa, what is that real?
Yeah, it's on the store, bro.
Is that a keeper kit then, or is that?
I'm guessing so. It's the UCL version. I'm guessing.
I thought it was the red one. That's the down there at the bottom.
Yeah, it does say that it's the red. I don't know. I don't really. Maybe it's the.
That's the one I was thinking of getting, the red one.
Because I have the green one. Then
which is the first kit, right? The green one is the first kit, keeper kit.
And then you've got this purple one.
Yeah, which I thought the purple one was like the away kit, keeper kit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the hell this is.
That does look like Inter Miami though. That looks just like Miami.
Let me translate this. Google Translate. See what this says. No,
yeah, I think it. Yeah, something.
So from what this is saying is it's an alternative goalkeeper kit.
Weird, man. Why not just put that for a different season or something? Maybe that's the Oktoberfest keeper kit.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they.
Because they usually use, or I guess, No, they have a different badge for Oktoberfest. But I think last year they had the trifold Adidas, which I love.
Yeah. Champions League logo as well. So
Oktoberfest kits have already been leaked. Let me see that, and we'll decide if Maddie should get that one or not.
Yeah, no, I know the Oktoberfest kit. Bayern Munich October. I can't spell Oktoberfest kit. Well, I'll show you it. Not where is it? 2025. This one.
Oh, I have seen that picture before. Yeah, I think I want to see that on players. I think that looks decent, but maybe not my favorite Oktoberfest. I think it looks decent. I don't like our home or away kits that much this year, to be honest. I think our third kits are our best kit.
I love our third kit.
I love our third kit. Yeah,
I'm with you. Yeah, this kit's stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the font as well. I think the font is sick as well.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the cream color. I loved our UCL kits last year.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I don't disagree. I don't like the collar personally, but
yeah, that's kind of you're for it or you're against it. I used to be so anti-collar, but I'm kind of turning around to him.
Where is it? Yeah, so yeah, this is the kit I was on about. I might buy it, you know. I don't know how I would look in pink though. That's my only thing. But we'll see.
Yeah.
That pink kit is in green. Yeah. We're not reading the rest of that out loud.
Yeah,
it's a banger. Yeah, 100. I'd buy that. So.
Maddie, I'll say you should buy the pink one then.
Yeah. No, I probably will. To be fair, I like the pink one.
Yeah. What do we got here in the comments? Spurs fans talking about Tell. That's my boy, man. But I think it's gonna end up being right for him to go. Unfortunately,
yeah.
Pink kit goes hard indeed. Hoodrat 19 thinks he would look good in the pink kit, so I think that's enough to buy it.
I'll just get a 3XL, bro. It will definitely fit then. It look like a dress. Look like a dress. Like I know I got a stomach on me, but you know. You think it's Neuer's last year? May want to get his name on the goalkeeper kit.
That's kind of my thought process too. Is
I think they do the thing that they did with Muller though.
Oh, with the picture and the trophies. Oh, that would be
better.
sick. But do I want to wait for that? That's the thing. I think I want to get it like beginning of the season.
Yeah.
This one is a Muller kit. I got this thinking it might be his last.
Yeah, I've got both of the custom ones.
I do. Well,
no.
I don't know if I think it's. I was thinking it was going to be Neuer's last year, but now I'm not sure anymore. The guy just keeps playing, and he's looking good. So,
and he's looking to go back in the World Cup squad, isn't he?
There's rumors about it. Who knows? Who knows? I do love the Muller kit. You have the red one too, right?
I've got both. Yeah.
Yeah. The red one, I love the back of the red one, but I'm not a fan of the white here and the white down there. Not a fan of that.
I'm not a fan of the kit either. That's why I think I was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna buy it because like
the back looks great.
Yeah, and that's the way I'm gonna show it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll only buy it if they put it on sale. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna buy it like the kit you're wearing is my favorite Bayern kit.
Yeah, I do like this kit a lot. It's up there for me. For sure.
Other than that, my favorite kit is the Human Race Bayern kit.
Oh, what's that one? Let me look.
Search that one up. That one's my favorite kit. Obviously, the really retro kits I like as well, but
yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the retro ones. I really like the 97. I think it's 97, 98, or maybe 96, 97. Or they might have actually just used the same kit for multiple years. but it's blue and red stripes with a little bit of white, just like the old school 90s style. Honestly, though, the last year's UCL might be my favorite. I really do like the cream color, but actually 2 years ago, third kit that they never wore. Really, they wore it in the Super Cup and maybe like one or two other times with the flower pattern and the old badge, and I think it had the trifold, but I can't exactly remember. That I loved that one. That one's gorgeous to me, but they never wore it.
I'm with you.
The human race one, though, yeah, I like that a lot. That's cool.
No, I'm with you. Why is this kit gone up in price? What the fuck have I done wrong? Right, I need to get off this store because we're trying to run a show here. I wasn't just going to be looking at kits. What's this?
Make some more purchases.
Yeah, right. The missus would be like, ding, ding.
Yeah. Okay, we got the 92, 93. Let's just see. Sorry to keep looking at kits but I'm interested in it. Oh yeah, that one looks kind of like the human race one. Yeah, the Oktoberfest 21-22. Love that one as well. That one's up there for me.
Nah, I'm with you. I got too many kits, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to get a house just to have a room full of kits at this rate.
Yeah.
It's come to that. So I got a massive rail, and I've got a rail like you've got in your background, but it's double the size.
Yeah,
got like 30 something kits on it.
Yeah, that's my collection for now. I'm starting it up though. It's gonna get crazy. I try to not buy more than one a year, but if they have a really good one, I really thought about the anniversary one. I like that one a lot too. The 125th year.
Bro, I so wish I had that kit, man.
Yeah.
Like,
with the flower kit as the regular Adidas. Yeah, if that had the trifold, that would be up there for me because I love that flower kit. Have a look at Liam's wardrobe.
No, don't, because you're gonna give more validation to the missus, bruv. Relax. Yeah, the 125 I didn't get in time.
Well, that one sold out right away, and then they had issues with it, and then they put it back up, and yeah.
And I tried to get it twice, both times, and didn't get it either.
And you didn't get, oh man. But I wish we would wear it more because I really loved it with the shorts too and the socks. But we wore it one time and lost to the worst team in the league, so tough to get it. Beautiful kit though.
1,000. So yeah, I still don't really understand why. I guess in case we go against Liverpool, I'm guessing. Who else? Arsenal, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they did. But why make that a kit then?
Yeah, I wish they would have wore it more. I don't like it when even like Oktoberfest. I wish they would wear those kits a little bit more. They only wear that one time too, I think, usually.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, because the Oktoberfest kit was really good last year. The gray one, I liked that one. Yeah, the 14-15 is classic with the blue and red stripes as well.
Yeah, that was one of my first shirts. That one.
Really? Yeah, that one's classic. I always like the black ones when Bayern does black. I really do like that. And I don't know if this is gonna sound like super, I don't know, traditionalist or maybe even American, but I would like Bayern's home kit to be red and white, maybe some blue, typically. I would like to see like white away kits. I think those are usually cool, and then like a black third kit. Like that's my ideal lineup usually. The crazy colors and stuff I think can be cool, but I don't know. I just like the main red home with a little bit of white maybe, and then kind of reverse big white away and black for the third kit. I like that usually.
I understand. Oh, now I'm pressing all the wrong buttons.
Gray is a bit plain. Yeah, I just think it was clean. I think it was really clean with the cream accents. I like that. I think City has some really cool kits this year. Is the away one the black one? Because that one is really good, really sharp.
They got some funky kit this season, haven't they?
Let's see.
One of their kits, I swear, was a bit funky. I'm surprised we never did a blue away. I don't think they push on blue because of 1860, bro.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I really did like City's home kits last year. I will say I was a big fan of those. Just clean. Yeah, if the away shirt that you're talking about is the black one, yeah, black and silver. I do really like that one. I think that one looks really good.
What the hell? I don't know if I'm being stupid, but what is BSTN?
Oh, where is that?
Let me show you. I just found this kit.
Whoa, that's really cool. Is that like snake skin or like alligator skin inspired? That looks cool. I love the colors on that too. Oh, but yeah, the sponsor. Or maybe, yeah, it must just be some sort of special edition kit.
Looks funky.
What is Manchester City's third kit this year? Is that the crazy one? Oh, that's horrible if what I'm seeing is true. It's like neon and like has water droplets on it.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That might be one of the worst kits I've ever seen. Wow, that's ugly. I'm also not a fan of neon colors in fashion, really. So that's just, yeah. Wow, we never wore the snake. The snake kit was cool, though. It was really cool.
Yeah, I just seen it. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I think Man City's home kit is pretty good this year. I think their away kit's really good, and I think their third kit is so disgusting, and I never want to see it.
Yeah, I don't really understand the raindrop thing.
I wonder how that's going to look in action, too. I can't imagine it would look good.
Like crap, probably.
I feel like the details you see, like the details that you see close up, you can never see them in action, and it usually just like blurs things. Oh, the Dortmund kit. I don't like that one. Sorry. I whatever your screen name is there. I don't like it. Dortmund is, though, their kits they have some classic kits, I will say, and I feel like love them or hate them. There's that bright yellow and black. That's not my favorite color scheme, but if you like it, you love it.
Yeah. Screw Dortmund.
Yeah, that's part of it too, I think. I just look at it and I'm like, no, I don't want to see that. There's some really good Bundesliga kits this year, though, I will say. I always like St. Pauli's kits. They're just cool. I feel like the brown is so unique. They have some good ones, and I think it's Werder Bremen has some really, really cool ones too this year that I've seen. Oh, the HSV kits are really cool too. They're like retro style home kits. Those are really good. Uh-oh, Maddie likes the Leverkusen away kit. That must be the pink one. She's a huge fan of pink. Yeah. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, Leverkusen changed to New Balance this year, didn't they? They were that whack-ass company that made those kits that all broke and everything.
Yeah.
Manchester Rain. Oh, that's the theme for the Manchester City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say what you want about the theme, but I think it's disgusting.
But surely they should try and do like a B, because the Manchester B is more.
Yeah, their third kit, was that last year or 2 years ago with the like yellow stripes? That one was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, we got to get Maddie the pink German. So that's the pink. Yeah, that's the one. 12-13 Bayern Munich. What was that one? I think I like it if it's the one I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, that's one of the best ones. The red with the gold accents. Yeah. That's one of the best ones. I don't like the V-neck though. I'm never been a fan of the deep V, but the rest of it looks great. Yeah. The B theme. Yeah. Yeah. Schweinsteiger 12-13 Champions League. Iconic. You got to do it. Good choice.
Bear with me. I'm just putting things in my basket.
You're just, all you got to do is check out now.
Yep. I really want to buy the third kit, but I don't know. I'm still umming and ahhing on it.
I think I'm gonna get a third kit, keeper Neuer. I think I am. I got to. I want to see the Oktoberfest like on players, or at least in a proper photography setting. You know, not just the leaks. But I think I'm gonna get the Neuer.
Yeah, I shouldn't have come on the store. Right.
You gotta wait for a deal, bro. I've been waiting for deals. That's what I do. Sometimes they do the free flocking if you want to get a player, or just whatever on like a player's birthday, they'll do discounts.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I've been Olise. I want to get an Olise too. I've been tempted. Schweinsteiger should have stayed at Bayern. Wasn't he kind of forced out though, in a way?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think Olise should play attacking midfield or right wing? I think Olise operates better as a right winger. That being said, I understand playing him centrally when you don't have Musiala. Olise is just that good, where he's going to be good wherever you stick him. I think he's a little bit better at a right wing. So if you can get somebody to play the 10, I want to keep Olise at the right wing. But if you can't, I can see it. I liked your Eze, Olise, Carl. I like that.
No, fully.
We gotta give Carl some minutes in the Bundesliga. We're just gonna have to see what he is. He impressed enough in preseason where you just gotta see what he is. I think he earned some minutes.
Agreed.
I was really floored with how good he was, and I always liked him. I knew he was going to be good, but he just really impressed me.
Holy shit! My basket is €270.
You better wait for a deal.
That's got to come down. But yeah, we've gone over time anyway. But yeah, this has been a fun show. Bless up to everybody. Hopefully everybody's good. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Again, let me get rid of this banner.
Yeah, thanks for all the comments too, everybody. I love looking through the comments and talking to people. So yeah, always Bayern Chelsea. If you want to subscribe to my channel with my friend Jim, who's a Chelsea fan, just put out our preseason prediction video. It'd be awesome if you watched it, see what you think, comment if you have predictions yourself, and thanks for all the love.
1,000, bro. 1,000. So yeah, big up. You know what? Actually, we've got a good amount of people. Let's take the Chelsea out. Yeah, Jim, you get in the boot, Jim.
Yeah. Well, Jim's comment earlier about me having to get a Stuttgart jersey if Woltemade scores a hattie in the Super Cup, that's enough to take it out right there.
Fair. That is fair. Steve is live. Let's go to Steve. So yeah, bless up to everybody. We're going to redirect to Steve. Again, big up to Danny. Make sure you check his channel out. And yeah, we'll go from there. big up my people. And,
we'll see you next week too. Come back in if you enjoyed it.
100%. See you later. Peace.